Now I'm just waiting on people to come in. I'm waiting on the draw to start. Let us know if you can hear us. Just waiting on this draw to start on Virgin Media TV. Leave some comments and we'll get going on some comments there while we're waiting on the old draw to come through. Let me know if you can hear me. 26 people online. Can you hear me? Just comment yes or no. We're waiting on this draw to come through now. Ah, here we go. Loads of comments. Lovely. We're back. What's going on? Can hear you fine. How is everybody? All excited for this draw? It's about to start now on Virgin Media. So I have it here on my phone waiting to see who we get. Obviously, the games won't be played till September, October, November in 2020. But it'll be interesting to see what happens because obviously Mick McCarthy is not going to be manager anymore. Stephen Kenny's going to be the manager. I'll be interested to see in regards what players are players going to be brought through to have a look at them and so on. See what happens. Let us know who you'd like to see. Maybe give them a chance under Stephen Kenny. Leave a couple of comments there because I can get them to come up here like this, and I can answer some questions while we're waiting for Ireland to get their draw. Might as well turn that around, huh? Yeah, just waiting on the draw now. Obviously, they had all that bullshit at the start for like 20 minutes when that Portuguese fella just talked shit for 20 minutes before anything really happens. So how is everybody? All I can see is comments about IRA. What channel is it on? It's on Virgin Media Sport. And if you have Air, there's an app called Air TV, and it's actually on that, so you can check it out on that as well. Um, any questions or anything to chat about while we're waiting? James Madigan says best draw possibly Czechoslovakia, Norway, Bulgaria, worst draw, Russia, Serbia, Israel. Yeah, it'd be interesting to kind of see. As I say, I don't think it's going to be as like as bad as getting Denmark previously. That obviously went horrendously bad, but and Wales, of course. But I think this time around, like Wales got to do against, I suppose, us, is they got to actually test out new players. As I was saying earlier on, is that Stephen Kenny's going to be the manager at the time, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of what way he's brought through, who he brings with him, and stuff like that. So it's going to be an interesting period. Obviously, as I said earlier, the game will be played to September, October, November 2020. So James Lavelle, what's your thoughts on John Egan? I think John Egan's probably right now our best defender, and probably sorry, I got messages coming through on my phone as well. I think John Egan's our best defender right now, and on form he has been for probably the last year, with the likes of Duffy being left out of the team and Kieran Clark now injured. Yeah, John Egan's our best centre back right now. I think that's fair to say. Shape plays. Who's your favourite Republic of Ireland player? My favourite player. It was Seamus Coleman, but right now it's probably Matt Doherty. He's probably one of the best right backs in Europe. I think maybe I'm being a bit biased, but maybe I think just Trent Alexander or Arnold, sorry, is just ahead of him. I don't think anyone else right now, in my eyes, is this good. Is it on telly? Gabriel Gorman? Yes, it's on Virgin Media Sport. No, it's European. What would be your ideal group if you could pick? Probably as James Madigan said earlier on, Czechoslovakia, Norway, and Bulgaria probably. But it's 164 people watching this. Jesus, I wasn't expecting that earlier. We had 16 people when we tried this out for the first time. So thank you all. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. So I'm just looking through some of the comments here. Do you think the Slovakia game will be behind closed doors? I don't know yet. There hasn't been any cases in Slovakia regarding coronavirus announced or anything like that yet, so it'll be interesting to see. I was saying it earlier on. I don't know whether that'd be a hindrance or a positive because obviously our away sport's amazing, but not having their home sport also could work to our advantage too. But I hope it's a case of everyone gets to go and see it because it's the biggest game in Irish history for a long, long time. So David Seaman's now up here, as you can probably see there. Hang on a sec. So we're just waiting on them to get going because, as I said, I'm just talking that usual bullshit where they're just delaying the ceremony. Anyway, reading some comments here. Loads of comments. Okay. Irish rant. Any LOI players do you expect to be called? I would say that Jack Byrne would be likely to be called up if there's anybody, of course, but that's a fairly obvious one. I think everybody knows that by now. Mick's a big fan of him. He was in the squad against Denmark, and he played against Bulgaria and New Zealand as well. I think Mick really likes him, but whether he gets into the first team now, that's a whole different ball game altogether. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think I could see Jack being called up. I think it's going to be between himself and Jason Knight getting called up because he keeps on mentioning Jason Knight. Mick does every time he's been asked about it. Mike Turner says this tournament is pointless. Kind of, in ways it is, in ways it isn't. I mean, it's a good way of looking at players, and obviously it gives teams another chance as well to qualify for the World Cup as well through a playoff. Similarly, what's happened, I think, to us in right now when we play Slovakia. So in ways it is, and in ways it isn't. But as I said earlier on, it'll be a chance for Stephen Kenny to have a look at some of his players. Obviously, this is going to be his chance as Ireland manager. Keen Walsh, what are you watching? I'm watching on Virgin Media Sports. So if anyone has Air on a phone, you can get an app called Air TV and it will show Virgin Media Sport. So at the moment, they're just talking crap, so we're just waiting on them. Look like I'm playing with a PSP here, but see that there? So they're just going through the usual spiel of shite, and it probably won't properly start till about half. That's it. Now, reading some comments there. Do you think any Irish players will make it through the group stage? The group stage of what? And with obviously an English fan. But anyway, Peter McCarthy says it's a good opportunity to tie down players like small one. I think having to tie down players pisses me off because you either want to play for Ireland or you don't. It's as simple as that. Like why? We all know what Declan Rice did. Nobody likes Declan Rice. Let's be honest. So if you want to play for Ireland, play for Ireland. But if not, I think players like to go on to be better than small down if he's not going to declare for Ireland. So. There's a comment. Gary Curran. Do you miss Gary? Of course I do, Gary. We had our first live together earlier on this morning, and now look at it. What's it? Yeah. I clicked on that by mistake, mate. Sorry. Now, finally, a good question. Nathan Fitzpatrick. If McLean is not fit for Slovakia, who would you play left? I would probably go with Callum Robinson on the left because he he's played with Ed Stevens and they played together at Sheffield United, so they have that kind of link up already. I think that if you're going to play Callum off the left, I think he'd be better off the left foot than on the right foot. I'd say he'd probably end up scoring, to be honest. And then, sorry, it's swamped here with comments. And then on the right, I probably, if Coleman gets back fit, I'd probably have Coleman right back and Doherty on the right hand side. But anyway, I kind of answered your question there, Rob, just there a second ago. Bulls versus Shells predictions. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. I think both sides will score. I think Shells are in good form. I think a point at the amount they take, and I think Bulls are up and down at the moment. So I think a draw will be a totally bad result, but they'll obviously be looking to get the win. Someone's providing streams there. It's on Virgin Media Sport. It might be on UEFA's site as well, but it's on Virgin Media Sport. But again, they're just literally just going. Hang on. They're just going through it there. So they're just going through a couple of the lineups. I'm just reading some comments while we're waiting. They're kicking off the draw now. 123 people. How is everyone? Is there anybody new? Let me know if you're new. What do you think of formation? Gary said this earlier that he thinks that we should go for a 5-3-2 with Coleman, Duffy, and Egan as three centre backs with Stevens and Doherty. I do think Stevens and Doherty are two of the best wing backs in world football right now. If you're going by the Premier League. And so I get comments here. And then, the two of them are so play them in their best positions, I suppose. But you can't really mess the system up that Mick has just to suit them, and that would be his argument. So Malta and San Marino are being drawn to Group D here. So, other comments while we're waiting. I think there's some sort of robot there. Some putting in the same comments. We're just waiting on them to come in now. Last year in Group D as well. Robert Armstrong asks, who would you play striker? Right now, probably Obafemi and Shane Long. I would go with the two. Probably play them two because they're playing together at Southampton. And that's probably where I'd put them together. I just think that if the moment Goldrick's not playing, and if he was playing, he'd be first choice. But the fact that he's not playing, I would probably have to just keep him as in the squad but not starting. I would probably go with Long and Obafemi right now. Right, the stuff's coming through now. So I'm just trying to keep up to date with all the comments. You're obviously Danish. Doesn't want to go to the EU Cup. So Peter McCartney says, "Sure, yes, definitely, 100%. He's the only one playing Premier League out of our youngsters playing Premier League football and scoring goals. So if he stays fit, he has to be in the squad. And Mick's mentioned him today, I believe, on FAI TV. He mentioned him and said he's scoring goals. It's great to see all our players So they're moving on to League C now. So now they're going to do that usual spiel where they're going to look through all the teams now. So this is going to be interesting to see who we end up getting. Peter, low on the questions, keep them coming. Yeah, look, I don't see why he shouldn't be. I think it's definitely a chance for him. I suppose he needs to get off the mark in terms of Ireland and scoring goals. He needs to be given a chance to do that too, to his credit. He's been injured a few times, um, and it's just been annoying in that sense. It's fucking bots, man. I reckon you know. Uh, yeah, I think Obafemi. I'm just blocking a couple of bots here because they're just. I reckon. Ruining the comments section. There we go. One of them gone anyway. Sorry about that. So yeah, Obafemi, I think Obafemi has the potential yet to be a world class striker. I mean, he's 19 playing the Premier League and scored. And I love his celebration. I love his dance. It's class. I think Jason Knight has a real chance of making the squad because he keeps on talking about it. Whereas Malumbi's kind of played down his role with the senior team. So I think Knight, because he's scoring goals, and Mikulaj's in midfield who scores goals, hence why he's putting Alan Brown in there. So I think that's just that. Shane Bonner. Sean Bonner, I think the UEFA Nations League would be a good chance for Stephen Kenny. Yeah, I think that's what mainly going to be. It's obviously there to replace friendlies now, you know. So the groups are coming up now for Group C. Thoughts on Troy Park and hanging around the wrong people. You don't know what to believe. Everything in this country is a lot of hearsay. So it's hard to judge, is it true, is it not true, or whatever. So I think just you know there was all this where Jose wouldn't trust him or whatever, and he brings him on there in the last game. I know he brought him on for 3 minutes, but he still brought him on. He still in his thoughts. He could have just not brought him on at all. I just think a lot of people would have preferred, but sure, look, lots of rumours going on. Well, I think he turned down United actually to go down to Stoke originally, so they're probably still very keen on him. He's 18, captain of the team in the championship, albeit they might not be doing as well as probably they should be doing, but I think they're happy enough just having him there. And United will probably go back in for him in the summer because Solskjaer seems to be building a young side there, as you can see. He's brought in a lot of young players so far. Philip Sandros is bringing us to draw. I always thought he was a weird looking person. So League C, part 1, 3, 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Toffee MC. I'm watching it on Virgin Media Sport on my phone. I have it here. So we're just waiting. It's just, as usual, just taking forever. And then this Jonathan Farrell lad just keeps on spamming. Blocked. There we go. Go around trying to on the ball with shells. I will be there. Myself and Hugh Murray will be there on Friday night. So make sure I see you there. And Hugh, make sure you got that. What's all this about Ireland and Scotland? Should we hammer Scotland anyway? So just bring it through the comments now. I'm gonna just write it for the draw. Yeah, see the way that comes up like that? The draws on Virgin Media Sport. There you go. I'm still waiting on them to come through. They're on League C and they're going through pots 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. Philip Senderos plucking out the names there. If you remember him, he's played for Switzerland and Arsenal, Everton, and Fulham as well. Ace Milan actually as well, really enough. But yeah. Which channel are you watching? I put it in. I put it there so you can see. It's on Virgin Media Sport, and if anyone has Air on the Air on the phone, Air network, you can get an app called Air TV, and if you go download it and you go to TV, live TV, bang, you have it straight there, like I have it right now. It is on Virgin Media. It is. It's not on probably the normal TV, but it is on Virgin Media Sport. I think it would be a good mix, Peter. To be honest, I think you have to mix it up. I mean, the whole purpose of it is to see how other players kind of take their chance. It's replacement friendly, so how else are you going to get players into the team? You can't keep relying on, I suppose, the old guard when you have players that could come in and potentially be better. So. So, what's going on? Still waiting on what's it get called? Yes, Callum, you know it. Sorry about this. I'm just trying to read comments as well and keep an eye on the draw. So, excuse me if I'm being quiet. I thought someone was at the door there as well. Overview, where are you watching? I'm watching on Virgin Media Sport. Keep on saying to people. There you are, Jamie Ryan. It's on 116 for those looking for it. Mark Gray, when is the orange drop? We're waiting on it to come on here. Let's see. It's taking forever. So anyone's not watching it, check out channel 116. It's Jamie Ryan. That's it. So League C's groups have been announced. So Group 1 is Montenegro, Cyprus, Luxembourg, Azerbaijan. Group 2 is Georgia, Macedonia, Estonia, Armenia. 3 is Greece, Kosovo, Slovenia, Moldova. And Group 4 Albania, Belarus, Lithuania, Kazakhstan. Philip Senderos is off the screen now. Go. Kyle Muckian, do you think Kenny takes over? He'll be more inclined to pick players from the LOI rather than Michael Duffy at Hooven. Well, he worked with those, so there's a good chance that he might be. So we'll have to see. It'll be one of those where he's worked with League of Ireland players and he believes that the quality is there. So I would say he definitely gives players more of a chance, whether he's looking at players in the championship, because we do have a lot of good players coming through the moment and they just may be better than the players that are playing the league at the time. But we'll see. It's going to be interesting. League B's coming up now. So this is going to be us. Robert Armstrong, we'll just start Josh Cullen instead of Will. If I had my choice, I would have Josh Cullen starting, but I would have James McCarthy starting ahead of the two of them. But I would definitely have Josh Cullen um, in the squad, 100%. I think he's going to be a really big player for us in the future. But I think it's important to get him capped early. Yeah, here we are now, Group B. So we'll be getting our results now soon enough. Peter, I just answered that. I pretty much said I'd have James McCarthy. This Mamu fellow is going mad in the comments. England fan. Just block him. See what. Shockwave, come on, you boys in green. Good man. Right. Well, we're coming up now, so he's just waiting for the guests to come out, and once he gets the guests out, then we're going to have our names pulled out and see who we get in the group. So there's 85 people online. I must be that boring that 100 people have picked off. No, I'm just waiting there. Just have to see you later, no one. I wasn't really looking at them, Liam, but they're gone now, I think. Brady's not done a lot, to be honest, Peter. I think he'd be doing well to get in for the Slovakia game. So we have Van der Vaart here. He's the one that's going to be pulling them out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting now. Haricha Zivkovic, Serbia. Callum. I'm not sure. I don't really see. I don't. Who's he gonna get in ahead of? I know James McLean's injured, but Johnny Hayes is he? Is he gonna? He's been playing left back for Celtic, really, hasn't he? He's not gonna get in ahead of Enda Stevens. So let's be realistic. So here's the pots. So we're in pot 3 with Slovakia, Turkey, and Northern Ireland. So we'll see what happens now. I'm getting a bit nervous. So just going to be ignoring the comments for a couple of seconds. I don't think I'm just watching the draw now. Right now, Doherty, Dara. So on Group B1, it's Romania. Group 2 is Israel, and so far Hungary. So and Bulgaria in Group 4. So they're the first 4 teams that have been pulled out. Pottery. So Northern Ireland are with Romania in Group 1. Slovakia are in Israel's group in Group 2. Me too, Liam. Me too. Well, that's us now. We're in the group with Bulgaria, who we obviously played in a friendly. I bet them when Jack Byrne obviously played that game. That's probably how people will remember. We bet them 3-0. So we have to wait to see who our other opponents are. But Bulgaria so far. So in Group 1, it's Norway, Northern Ireland, and Romania so far. Doesn't really concern us, but I'll just keep you updated. Scotland are gone into Group 2 now with Slovakia and Israel. So if anyone's just joined us, we've been drawn with Bulgaria so far, but we're waiting on more names to be pulled up. So Serbia are paired with Turkey and Hungary in Group 3. Now this is our group, so I'll be interested to see who we get next now. Finland. So Bulgaria and Finland so far, I'd be happy enough with that so far. Well beatable, both of them. So Group 1, Austria, Norway, Northern Ireland, and Romania. I'm just waiting on the last team in the other group now. So if anyone's just joined us, we've been drawn with Finland and Bulgaria so far. We're just waiting on one more team. Group 2 is Czech Republic, Scotland, Israel. I missed the other team there, sorry. Here's the last team in Group 3, Russia. Not with us. We're next. Oh, Wales. So we have Wales again. So it's Wales, Finland, Republic of Ireland, and Bulgaria. That's our group. So Wales, Finland, and Bulgaria is who we'll face in the UEFA Nations League B Group 4. Wales, Finland, Republic of Ireland, and Bulgaria. I mean, I'm happy enough with Finland and Bulgaria. I think if we play a full strength side without any injuries against Wales, don't really fear them too much. I know they've got Gareth Bale, but he's hardly playing these days. And anyone else is probably on par with us. So I'm going to turn that off now and just answer some comments. So that's over. So anyone joining us, I'm going to write it in the comments there. Finland. So what's everybody thinking about the draw? I'm happy enough with that. I'll take that all day long. I think that's a fairly decent draw for us. Definitely a few games there we could win. We'd probably win them all, but without getting too ahead of ourselves. I definitely think that that was a draw that was very, very favourable towards us. It could have went a lot worse. It went really, really a lot worse. But yeah, so that's Stephen Kenny has Wales, Bulgaria, and Finland in the UEFA Nations League, and he takes over from Mick McCarthy. God willing that we win our playoff anyway before that, so hopefully we win the playoff. And as PJ just commented there, it's a transitional period. Now that's going to be interesting to see if Stephen Kenny doesn't get off to a flyer. Will fans be patient? Because I think they need to be. It's going to be maybe a change of play, the way we play, and he's only going to get a couple couple of weeks or a couple of days, not even a couple of weeks, sorry, a couple of days to train with the players to get them playing his way of football. Now, a few of them will already know from playing with him at under 21 level. So it's going to be interesting to see what way um, it transpires, you know. Peter McCarthy, best fan channel on YouTube, should have more subs. Keep it going. Thanks very much, Peter, and thanks for commenting and your interaction and engagement today um, as we get through the draw. So if anyone doesn't know about the draw, this is us now. We've been drawing Wales, Bulgaria, and Finland. I know Finland, someone's commented Finland got away, but yeah, but I just think we're better. I just think that we should beat them. And I think we just need to start proving it now. We want to get past Slovakia, focus on the the Euros first, and then we'll worry about the Nations League. Other than that, Stephen Payne, good luck. We had him here at DA. I don't even know what he must be Scottish, I think. Beat the ball at deck and we're halfway to success. Absolutely. Look, I'm going to leave this to it. It's been good having this. I will do another live soon and I'll get one of the lads in this. We're going to have some more reaction. Gary Spain's coming in later on to do a video with myself to talk about these teams. We do a little bit of research. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe if you're new and drop a like on the video as always. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll speak to you all soon, okay?